Hey everybody and welcome back to Nightbringer's Watch. I'm your host Falk, and tonight we're visiting the second floor of the Pembroke hospital. In the last two episodes we get to know everything what happens around here. From taking money for private usage from patients to the what's it called?
It's locked, all right.
Rivalry between doctors. Let's head to the second floor and see if we can find our bureau and maybe the one from Dr. Swansea. What's this? There's a third floor, which we seem not to be able to get to. Okay, across the floor to the other side. There's also a door which won't budge. Okay, I think on the left side here somewhere should be our room. This is also a locked door. Here's something open. It's an operation room. T. Elwood's medical file. Oh, okay. Patient Thomas Elwood, male, age 28. Followed by Dr. Tippett's. Status convalescence. Date of admission September 16th. Date of release to be determined. Notes: the patient's face has been heavily burned and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the cicatriced tissues show that no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceased to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades? Oh, I heard of such problems. Ooh, and what is this? Oh, it's a saw, right? Used hacksaw. Can we use that as weapon? We have a level 2 common machete, and here is a hacksaw. We have 64 physical damage, and with level 1 it deals much more, one more damage. If we can upgrade the hacksaw, we may be able to improve our damage outcome. Okay, so what's in here? Bottle of cheap gin and a small bottle. Okay. Here's another locked door. Oh, here are names. Dr. Tippett's, Dr. Strickland, and Dr. Aykroyd. Okay. Here's Dr. Reed, so this is our room. We go in later. Let's head to the other side first and see if there's anything else we find about all those patients. Oh, here's Dr. Swansea's bureau, so we can enter at any time. Might be he's in
It's
there,
locked.
and this door's locked. Okay, so let's
Not now.
Wow, what was that?
Come back later. I'm busy right now.
Okay, so we can't
Now.
visit Dr. Swansea. Then, let's head into our bureau.
This must be the place. It's definitely
Oh.
away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
And a big
At
place
least
too.
I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Vampire cliches. Aluminium powder and shillings. Here's another treasure. We can refill our bullets here. And here's... We can rest here, that's good. Defense, blood barrier. Haven't we tried to skill this one? Blood, big thirst. Increase your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Yeah, we should try to increase this one to the next level. Okay, more than 1000 XP. We have left, fast regeneration, plus 5% heal, increase your life regeneration when using bite in combat. Okay, let's go with that. 300 and another 300 for level 2. And we can increase the bite damage. Half biting, increase the damage inflicted when using bite in combat. And confirm. Okay, the following night. At the Pembroke Hospital, district status healthy. Okay, so there's our main quest. But first, let's see what else is in here. We got some more glassware. Oh,
the flower's dying. It needs water.
Can we water it? Article on icons. Oh, a long article. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire, to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years, while interviewing a few vampires, or Econ, as they prefer to call themselves. Okay. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee. I have seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if he had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleport or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is cat-like attribute which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer and faster than us. I also noticed that such speed seems to exhaust them, and that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability would require time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one. The possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function, and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill. that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications that almost beggars belief. Okay. That had been quite an article, but it tells us something about our abilities. Even if only for the story background. Dr. Swansea's message. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal after all. I also gave orders to let you rest, and for the staff to never enter your room. You will be able to sleep all day without being disturbed, and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about Aiken in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Okay. We found those notes already, right? So let's proceed with the main quest here. Craft medicine. Crafting. You first need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the To Analyze components. Here's the blood sample of William Bishop. A fresh sample of William Bishop's blood in a small tube. Analyze to view blood prints. Okay, let's do this. So we analyzed it, and now?
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Okay. So now, let's rest a bit. Not that we have done that before. Oh, we can reset our skills. And it looks like at some point in time that we'll need XP to reset the skills. And is this fiddlesticks? It looks like fiddlesticks. If you played League of Legends, you may fiddlesticks. You may know fiddlesticks, sorry. Oh boy. Okay. The following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Chapter 2, Night Shift at the Pembroke Hospital. Good. Answer the door. This is Nurse Crane?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Okay. So we have investigation running up next to the morgue, I think. At the graveyard? You know, from the so-called vampire lady here. Ah, here. She there. Okay. So, let's run to... Oh, you. What's this?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Okay. So now we can ask Blake Cox about the life in London. About the man he pushed in the water.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Huh.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Okay.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Okay.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Okay.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
Ooh.
The police may be slow, but they will find you eventually.
Well, how come you didn't turn me in then? Nah, Doc. I figure you have something to hide so you can't ask the coppers for help.
Hint failed. Oh. Okay.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know it's streets,
So can we try this
who to
again?
pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
The police may be slow, but they will find you eventually.
Well, how come you didn't turn me in then? Nah, Doc.
Okay. We can't get the hint
I'll
again.
leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Let's head to the old morgue. But it's true, it's quite a rundown place here. Influenza, pneumonia. Influenza frequently complicated with pneumonia. To prevent any case of Spanish flu, stay at home. Ah. With COVID going on, I'm doing that. Not that I've gone out frequently before. Okay, so are we back in the hospital? We haven't been at this place. This is a closed door. It's the backyard, right? So, did you hear that? There are some more skulls around. So, the graveyard must be nearby. There's to keep outside. Ah, okay, I do keep... Oh, what is this? Quarantine. Quarantine, contagious disease. One shall enter or leave quarantine area without written of the local health authority. An authorized employee of the shall alter, destroy, or remove this card. Violating this regulation will be fined. So, in here are super contagious people. Quarantine, influenza. Keep out of this area. By order of Board of Health Officer. Some John A. Letwin? So I think we can't enter here. Okay, let's enter this facility. The old morgue. District status healthy. Okay, whatever we find in here. Find useful medical ingredients in the old morgue. Find some ferrous tartrate. Find some quinine. Find some sodium hypochlorite. Okay. Here are glass vials. Here's a fire. And why is here a fire in a facility that is closed off to public? Pembroke Hospital. So we did unlock a shortcut. And it is quite in front of Pembroke Hospital. Or the background, rather. Okay, so we are back in. Let's find those ingredients. Here's another glass vial. Can we use our senses? So somewhere here should be... Huh? We can't sense anything. Okay, let's get into this room first. No, that's only 5 shillings. And I thought we would get some progress in here. Okay, this is upwards, this is upwards, but this one's... Ah, it's down. So first we need to go up. Oh no, look, here are enemies in. Okay. What was that?
Behavior is
How
similar
was
to
the-
the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain.
Water is
This
dirty blood
sickness moves
sample.
faster than influenza.
Okay, so here's the first thing, the quinine and some glass vials. And we can loot this poor fellow. Cigarette case. How could we block again? This is the shooting, this is hitting, this is dodging. Okay, just a moment. Ah, wait. Wait, we only can block with two-handed. Yeah, okay. We can counter only with a two-handed weapon. What is
Balls
this?
of Mars fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
So, babbling about the medicine. What's in here? Bottle of alcohol.
This key will surely grant
A
me
more-
access to the basement.
Underground key. Okay. So we need that to enter the basement where one of the ingredients should be. Another poor fellow with shotgun shells and bullets. Can't enter behind this. Are there stores? Looks like that's sealed off walls.
I cannot enter.
And we can't enter this room. It's locked. Oh, shillings. Only 2. Better than nothing. Let's head top first. Oh, there's another enemy. Let's stun and drink some blood from it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, stunned, and we can fill up our blood gorge some more. Ah, God. Our stamina bar is... There you go. Okay, down with this one. But we can't read it. So here's the sealed-off door, here's another corpse we can take a sample of, and that's all we find up here. Let's switch weapons again. More used to... Whoa! What was that? So here's something with supernatural speed. Boy, that gave me the creeps. I think we found this one down here. Oh, it's a shadow. Oh boy. So it does become a horror game. Okay.
These Skals feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Ah, our bullets, our shells are empty, so we can't. Ah. Oh boy, I need to heal up. Pharaoh's tartrate water sturdy blood sample. And a bit more healing required. Okay, so the shadow walked into this area. But we also need to head. We found some bullets, that's good. Before we... Okay, here's nothing, so we can follow the shadow. Could that be another boss fight? Oh, here's another enemy. The one dodged our attack. Let's get in with some quick hands of the hacksaw and finish it off. Some more ingredients we can find here. That's the shadow we saw earlier, right? No. Or maybe it is. Let's first investigate in this room here. Don't want to get attacked from behind. And maybe we can sneak up on this shadow from here. And no, we can't. But here's a door we can open. Okay, and here lies a person. Still alive? No, dead already. Are you dead yet? Here's a notice, death report. Office of Pembroke Hospital Medical Examiner. Report of investigation. Decedent Samuel Connor, race Caucasoid, sex male, age 39, home address unknown, occupation fisherman. Type of death natural, probable cause of death fast progressing pneumonia by virus induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza. Examination attendees: Dr. Corcoran Tippett, Nurse Quills Brannigan, name and signature of medical examiner, Dr. Corcoran Tippett.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Okay.
It's locked.
That one's locked. What is this? Used list knife. Blood absorb. You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press epsilon to directly absorb blood. Cool. Offhand, right? So should we use the list knife or still use the Lupara? The Lupara deals way more damage. But let's give it a try. Okay. So we found a note, and what is this? Corner of the lips, damaged legs and arms, open chest.
The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Okay.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Okay, so we found another hint about Dr. Tippett. The old Dr. Nurse Brannigan was worried about. So what do we find here? A glass vial. And we can open those doors. So let's first open this one and... Where's this shadow dude? Shouldn't we face that one already? Ah, okay. That's the shadow dude. So let's slash him open. Okay. We can get some blood, but it doesn't absorb that much blood. Only 3 points. Right? And why was it attacking on this door? So what do we find in here? Other than the last thing we need. Oh! John Doe! Whoa! And some more enemies. Oh, are those strong as Skals, or...? Looks a bit like Quasimodo. You need to get the dodge timing down. Okay. So are those 2 enemies, or is that only one enemy with a special ability? Some kind of ultimate, perhaps. Okay, let's heal ourselves a bit. Tiny common handle part and lead sticks.
So ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
True. So, is the game getting harder if we drink blood, or is the game getting harder where we don't drink blood? That's the question I have. Okay, so let's take the last ingredient. It's
Sodium
this one.
hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Okay. So this time we had a boss fight, and we gathered all the ingredients we need for what was it? The antisepticums? I can't quite remember. Next time we make our way out of this morgue, and we will see what Dr. Tippett has to say about the surgery he did, the failed surgery. So thank you all for watching, for liking, sharing and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!